Hello friends, welcome you all once again lecture series Manufacturing Technology. I am Amit Tiwari, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Suresh Kanbiar University, Jaipur. Today is the 35th lecture of the series and the topic of the lecture is rapid prototyping. The objective of the lecture is to provide knowledge on different types of rapid prototyping systems and its application in various fields. Second, to understanding of rapid prototyping technology and the various machines available commercially for that. And third objective is to familiarity with emerging rapid prototyping and its application in micro manufacturing and other fields. So today we are discussing about some of the rapid prototyping, about the application of rapid prototyping, what are different types of rapid prototyping, and what are the various applications and the basic of for making the product design. So that's why we are deciding that today we are discussing about some latest technology which is based on the rapid prototyping. So discussing to the lecture. Output at the end of the lecture, student will be able to understand about the rapid prototyping helps designers present new concept to board members, clients, or investors so that they can understand and approve a development of product. This visualization can also allow designer to gain ready feedback from the customers and clients based on an actual physical product rather than a concept. Today we are discussing that at the end of the lecture, student will be able to what is the rapid prototyping and how rapid prototyping is very helpful to understand for making the product for a new concept and how we can make the product by visualization to increasing the our imagination power that we have to create a new design which is rather than to a unique type of concept we are developed for that. It's as an introduction, that is what is the rapid prototyping that we can say in many fields, there is a great uncertainty as to whether a new design will actually do what is desired. Okay, so the reason that is why we are new make a new design. What is the reason why you making a design and what type of design we made for the developing of a new technology with the help of some unique features we are developed for a particular product. If I have a doubt or having the problem for any certainty, we have to understand this type of problem we are developing, having created, but what are the solution for that? So that's why we can set it a new design often how we can say that have expected problems are there. So when the designs are come, that is the problems are to be done, and when the problems are come, then there's a new design to be developed for that. Okay, so these are the some series which be cycle will be continuously running. That we can say that if the problem will arising, that there's a new opportunity to how to can resolve this problem by this. And if you have a new opportunity, that means it is a type of a new era that you have to can create your imagination power or your creativity you will develop by the improving the quality of the product or by improving some features or modifications of the particular product which is existing having some problems are created. So that time we have to care that a protocol is often or as a prototype is often used a part of the product design processes to allow the engineers and designers and the ability to explore the design alternatives, this theory and conform performance prior to starting product of a new development. And that's why the engineers use their experience to trail the prototyping accordingly. The specific unknown is still present in the intended design. So what has actually happened that is you know very well that if any type of design you have to make for the industry, by the industry and selling to the market and the customer, they are when they are purchasing, they know that there are some difficulties if they are facing about this particular product. So they give their reviews and to the industry or to give views to the seller who can selling this type of product. So that will this type of feedback will help to understand what are the problems are to be created when customer are using this type of product. So at the time you have to create a new idea of how we can resolve this type of product rapidly for that customer are to be satisfied and next time that we have to create a new design for that problem we have to expect it having have. So what are the problems we have? This is depending upon the situation, depending upon the applications of particular area, and how customer will familiar with that product. And here we know very well that it is type of problem we creating many time and irritating with the customer. So that's why we can say that it is very most important to understand to create a more new design and more expectations are to be created, more innovations to be created. Okay, more development to be and more modifications are to be needed for understand that this type of rapid prototyping. They will pass the create design. They will pass us to develop a structure that will changes the problems and that will resolve the problem by the helping of the new different type of techniques or any other we can say platform will be providing for the customer to be not follow any type of problems in the future. So that time we have to understand that we have to read the new type of technology we required some beneficial for us to how we can maintain the good quality of the product with the new development and they have a unique feature and they have you and there is a new competitor with the other company having with us. Because if your product will be a unique and having the unique features and they have some development with some latest technology, then everybody want to get particular product which have the belongs to the latter technology which is the more efficient, which is more efficient to confirm the performance the starting the production of a new product. So that's why we can say that the engineers or any other experiences to the trailer to prototype will be developing. So before finally they are starting the manufacturing of particular product, we just started to manufacture that create some prototype of the particular product. What is the prototype? Prototype is basically just a copy of a final product. Before manufacturing, you have to just create some model and it's totally based on the as similarly as you want to make a such final product for this. So you have to make some prototype and after that you can fill any some type of difficulty while doing with the prototype. So then you have to just suggest some modifications or some improvement need to be needed and you have to just doing before the manufacturing into the prototype. And this prototype will if you are when you are satisfied with that, yes, this prototype is to be final design to be completed and having the result will be beneficial for us to that we will go forward to make the production of the particular product as the we want to make the production with the help of the prototype level. So prototype is just basically a production of the new product. Before that, we have to use some trailer. Okay, I have to use some trailer that prototyping accordingly to the specification. We have to know that and what are the present intended design we want. So just we created some sample copy of that and before the final copy is manufactured. We just created some sample copy and is to be a reading to be used first of all once time and then after that if you have difficult then you will be forward to that for the manufacturing and it will be good for the society and good for the who's using in the future for this type of technology. So rapid prototyping is just a creativity, is just imagination and to how to can develop, how we can modification we have to create it and how we can show the new design concept based on the current problem and how we can resolve the problems totally depending upon the such type of problems which are facing by the customer. Okay, so these are the type of prototyping is to us to be an engineer's work is to their experience. But the experience of that to trailer the prototype according to the specific unknowing the steel in the intended design also. Second is the definition. What is the definition? That is the rapid prototyping. We can say that rapid prototyping technology employ various engineering examples like the computer control, software techniques including laser, optical scanning, photosensitivity polymer, material scanning, photosensitivity, we can say that material extrusions, deposition, powder metrology, etc. Are the different types of we can say that the technology are employing with the various field for making the rapid that is prototype. That means just a prototype is a structure or is a sample structure, what type of final product we want. It is just a structure we have to make create by for that. Create a sample model for this. Before starting the manufacture of final product, we just create a sample model, and that's why we known as the president prototype of that particular product. So it is depending upon the what type of technology we are employing for the various type of making the product. That is a computer control plus CNC machine. You have to use software technique which are using like the laser, optical scanning, photosensitivity, polymer, material extrusion, deposition, and powder metallurgy. What type of technology we are adopted for us to maintain this type of problem. So to direct to producing a physical model, we can say layer by layer or manufacturing is according with the geometrically and data delivered from a 3D CAD model. So basically, in this rapid prototyping, we have to create some physical model that is layer by layer. That's from the layer manufacturing, which we can say that we can apply them layer to one layer, second layer, upper layer. This type of different type of layer are to be created to the one side and make a product for that to be a comfortable or make a proper geometry. So that's why we have to deliver from that a 3D model CAD model. 3D, that means the three-dimensional computer-aided design of model we have to create it for this by the software help, and we can check all the analysis and analyze the problem and regarding to the mechanical, thermal, electrical, chemical, all this type. What are the requirement of us? What are the requirement of us? We have to calculate all this type of. We have to reuse this design, and we have to check all the problems by the mathematically or theoretically or experimentally in the software, and finally that we are same said that yes, this product will be uh, completely done and have to be used for us to be designers to be geometrical part. So that's why we can say the 3D dimension or with the CAD dimension model is to be understand very properly, and it is not a very difficult task, but now it is very easy, but having some very unique type of technology are adopted. Okay, so we can say that rapid prototyping technology employs the various engineerings, computer controls. How you can say kind of computer control, because we use some CNC machine that for the non-conventional machines rather than using the conventional machine, because we know that the conventional machine if we are using, then we know that there is not accuracy will be provided. Okay, accuracy will not be provided, and time taken to be more if we are using the conventional machine. So for this all type for removing this type problem, so we know that in CNC machine provide the very fine finishing and having the zero tolerance, and good finishing will be providing with the help of non-conventional machine, and obviously time will be taken the faster, and we can say the more number of product we are manufacturing in a single time, which is not possible to the convection lathe machine. So these are some benefits we get by the computer control type of machine. And software technique, which including that software technique, that means we using the software for checking the data by the theoretical as well as the experimentally by using some software by applying some term and conditions, by applying some situation on the particular product happening when some mechanical problems or electrical problems or thermal problem, and check the software. By with the help of the software we have to create a design model for this by the help of the 3D CAD model, and we can calculate all the type of problems of what we are facing, and we have to create obviously that a virtual instruction that we can say this type of problems are to be created, and in certain temperature there's certain temperature as certain stresses are limited on that particular after the load, and after temperature it will be fail of the material. So we had applied some conditions, and after that if the material will be successfully we can say define this type of problems to the software, and then we apply for the physical manner and to go to the manufacturing for that particular product. Before this, we are not doing any manufacturing, because we know that if it suddenly we are going to the manufacturing of the product before analysis or before study of theoretically and practically. Then it is very dangerous for it. It's a totally the waste of money and having the chances that if the product will be fail or it will be not successfully to run on the market as well. So that's why we have to understand all this type of technology. We are first of all checked by the software checked by the computerly, and after that it will be used for the further manufacturing purpose. So that time we can say that layer manufacturing is just nothing, that is we have to put the layer by layer to the product and make a design with a number of layers, and because if the more number of layers, then the thickness is more and easily to handle for the stresses and or the different type of problems or impact loads. So that's why it will be initial for us. Okay, so we have already created the data by the 3D model, basically. So the 3D model, that is the three-dimensional model we have created by the CAD software, AutoCAD software, Pro software, like this. All the different types of softwares are available for making the design as we want for the manufacturing in the industry. So the design engineers will be helped to become more, because it will be create a design for a different aspect and what we are telling that about. So that's why we can say it is a very important type of technology that is coming from that rapid prototyping, and now generally used for as a nowadays all the industry are prefer this type of technology because very fast, rapid type of technology to make the production of the product. As you see in this diagram, that is at to the tan a strong layer of the Khufu parameter to be here. That is from the different type of storms are here. That is 20, 40 to 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200, 110. Okay, these are some ratio of the 2020 that each is strong, and the percentage distribution are to be here. That is from you can say the 22 in between the 40, that is the approximation the 15%, 15 meter are to be here. Okay, range, and upper at 52%, 92%, 97%, only 3% from that range of 220 to 146, okay, meter. So these are the some basic structure we have to create it for us to maintain the quality of, and how we can optimize the if we increase the number of percentage of buildings, we also said that the material will be goes to be reduction, because you know that when the quality to be increasing with the prices to be also increasing with us. So we have to maintain all the type of quality and parameters by reducing the price rate, because we know that the price is also matter for selling. The if anybody not purchasing this type of product, then it is not beneficial for us. So that's why we can say that maintain the quality of the product with respect to the price money also. Now, this is the difference between the conventional and machining and the rapid prototyping. What is the difference between the conventional machining and the rapid prototyping? We are discussing that is the first is the conventional machine and the rapid prototyping. That is a part of a conventional machine to produce a model by removing material byte by byte. So that is it is a removal of a material. Okay, basically in conventional machine we have to remove the material by the tool, and a different type of tool we are using that for the purpose of the application. That is, if you are working on the lathe machine, use single point cutting tool. If you are working on the drilling machine or milling machine, that you have to use at the time the multi point cutting tool for us. Okay, for the operation. So depending upon the what type of operation we are using and what type of tool we are using. But the common thing is that all this about the processes, the removal of the material is very is the part of that. Okay, from conventional machine, it is a byte by byte. It is a removal of a material in the process of conventional machine. It is a totally waste of money. Okay, the waste of the material are here. Okay, so this type of problems will be occur in the conventional type of machine. And it's also known as the subtracting process. Subtracting process, that we can say that it is the removal of material by which you have to reduce the quantity of that particular material, and sometimes we can say that if we can remove the material to excess amount, and having no idea what type of dimension accuracy we want to, and what type and sometimes it will be mismatched by the accuracy. So the total overall the total the material is to be lost, and we can say that all the material will be lost, and it will not be reused. At that time, the material will be wasted. So this reducing this all the type of problems, we selected the rapid prototyping for us. So as you know that the rapid prototyping or the conventional, we can say that both type of technology are good, but there are some advantages as per the applications. So in the case of the rapid prototyping, that we can say that they produce a model by the increasing of by adding. the material layer by layer. Here the addition of the material, you do not remove the material from the surface. Okay, so it will edit the material from the surface by layer to layer. Okay, and just we can say it is an additional process for us. So this is an additional process and it is an unlimited process because there is no limitations we have to make. That is the there's number of product if we want 120. So that is some limitation of the particular product in the conventional machine. So it is not be a part of a limitation. You can make the part in a number of huge quantity as the demand of the customer or as there is no limitations in the market. There's a low limitations for the machine, so you can manufacture this type of product by large quantity. Okay, so as you know that the conventional machine and the rapid prototyping machine both are different to each other, but the advantages if we are considered that is the rapid prototyping is good for us because it has an additional process and there is no removal of the material for orders. Okay, so material not be removed. So if the material not be removed, that means we can say that the loss of the material will be less and it will be producing good quality because the more number of product are still remaining for us. Okay, and if we are working that is a conventional machine that is a material removal process. So it remove the material from the surface of the workpiece. So these are some type of disadvantages we are facing for us. So it will be overcome by the this type of rapid prototyping machine. So it is a benefit. So these are some benefits will be get out. Okay, by this. Now that the second part is we can consider why rapid prototyping criteria, why RP, that is the rapid prototyping to be selected, because there are some many reasons are here. It is a prototyping can be improved by the quality of the requirement. Okay, obviously it is the requirement of the quality because you have to improve the quality. So that's why we have to select the rapid prototyping, or we have requirement the specification of provided to developers. Okay, that means to be understand that the new type of technology we want to use for making the product. So this type of technology to be very suitable for making any product like this. So we prefer the rapid prototyping. Second is that it reduce the time and cost. Obviously, rapid prototyping is reducing the time and the cost. That's why it is a very useful for us. So and we have to selected this type of technology are very more due to their applications of reducing the time and the cost. Obviously, because if the single product make a 5 minutes for 5 or 10 minutes to manufacture, and this prototyping will manufacture only for that for 1 to 2 minutes for that particular one product. So as imagine that is how much product will be developing in a single minute, okay, in a 1 hour. So that time we have to use for that particular product. That is the time reducing. Or cost is also reduced. It is economically everybody want to that this type of product because it have be cost effective. So that way it very popular to be considered as a for manufacturing a product very rapidly. Next is the user are actively involved in the development. So user are actively involved in the development. That means the user having the we can say user are actively involved in the development because there are the different type of softwares are available in the market, and we can say the most of the users are available for us to maintain the quality of the workpiece. So they will design, they will show the design, they will show the quality, show their proposal how we can maintain this type of product. Okay, so there are the different type of users are available in the market. Next, like is a quicker user feedback is available, leading to better solution. So quicker user feedback is available. That is, we can say it will be provide the feedback very fast. Okay, that is a very fast technology. Will be providing the feedback to the customer. If you want to that selling the process of the product, you can you can deliver the feedback by the customer, and you have to apply this type of product will be successful or not, and it to be manufactured by easily or not. So these are the some reasons of why we are selecting the rapid prototyping. These are the reasons for that. Next, it is the error can be detected much earlier. Obviously, the error can be detected much earlier. That means there is no take more time to be find out the error. It will be quickly selected the detected the error if any found in the system. That's why we are using the rapid prototyping. And the last one that is missing the functionally can be identified easily. Missing functionally can be identified easily. So if the function coming missing in the system, there's a coding to be missing system, that for the system not operate properly, so it will be detected easily, it will identified easily what type of function to be missing and what type of error we are providing. So we are also calculated by this. So these are some benefits why we are using the rapid prototyping system. So that's why there's all are the points which are considered for us. Now, what are the limitations of the rapid prototyping? We can say that the high precision of rapid prototyping machinings are still expensive. Okay, so high precision rapid prototyping machines are still expensive. That are some limitation. Obviously, that if the machines having a very high speed, reducing the time for cost, or we can say that either detectively very fast. So this type of machine having the good high precision range are required. And if we are using that high precision range, that is the still the expensive very for processing area are to be for that. So that is the manufacturing, that is the RP, that is the rapid prototyping machines are still expensive, and we can say that the rapid prototyping system are difficult to build a part with the accuracy under the plus minus 0.02 mm and wall thickness under the 0.5 mm. So these are the some benefits will be get out by the, but having the some limitations also for that. So because it will be accuracy is limited under the 0.02 mm and the accuracy we are calculated, and for the thickness value that will calculate by 0.5 mm only. So next time we can say that the physically property of the rapid prototyping part are normally interior. Physically property of the rapid prototyping parts are normalized interior to those samples that made in proper materials and by the traditional tooling. So that's why we can say that rapid physical property of the rapid prototyping material are normally interior and having that material will be removed for them. Next one, that is the rapid prototyping system, or you can say parts are to be compatible to the CNC prototyping basically. Okay, and the parts to be to surface finishing, strength, elasticity, reflective index, and other matter physical property are there. So we are not comparable if we are compared to the CNC machine. So this rapid prototyping part are not we give the fine accuracy, because in the case if we are discussing about some CNC machine, that means the CNC machine is the providing the good surface finishing, strength, and elasticity, and we can say the maintain the mechanical properties also of the material, mechanical or metal physical property of the material. It will not be destroyed for, okay. So this also there are some benefits will be get by only the on the CNC machine, but will not be covered by the rapid prototyping. So that's why we can say these are the some basic reasons of why we are selecting the CNC machine is over the we can say that the limitations are having the rapid prototyping. We can say that the workflow for rapid prototyping processes. So all rapid prototyping employ the basic five step processes are here. First is to create a CAD model for design. So first of all, how we can work with the CAD prototyping? We follow the five steps. That the first step is create a CAD model for the design. Second is to convert the CAD model to STL format. Okay, and third one is slice the STL file into the model, one layer of over the top layer, and fifth one is to clean and finish the model. So these are the five steps we have to follow for we can say for the technique we adopted by the rapid prototyping. So we have to follow this type of technique, five step for us. So let's discussing the one by one. That is first is the it is a workflow of the rapid processes. These are the workflow chart of the rapid prototype processes. So how we can start the work? First, if we start the work by the designing of the CAD model. So CAD model and the server, we can say that a surface model or solid model we have to create for us first of all in the CAD design, the CAD software. After modeling, after creating a develop or a model, surface or solid on the software design, CAD software, we will transfer this to the pre-processing for the generating the STL file. Okay, so for STL file generating, that will support the that will give the some building support to if needed as a requirement if the needed they will give support, and the slicing will to be done for that after the supporting we have selected for that. So these are the some second process, that is a pre-processing are here. Second one is the rapid prototyping, that is a building prototype are here. that we can set up where the prototype is to be built as per the design we have to create in the search software. Okay. Now, second, that is a post process. That is after completing the process rapid prototyping, the post process are to be first converted to remove the supports. If any support building supports or any some type of additional supports we are providing for us to during the pre-processing, we have to remove that in the post processing process. Then it will go to the clean and the surfacing, and the cleaning and surface are to be providing for us. And cleaning and the surface, we can say that the material to be clean, and any unwanted surface are to be created, any impurities are to be created. So it will be cleaned by the cleaning department for maintain the quality and surface finishing for us. Then the post cure that means we check finally the quality service, and there's some any type of impurity, or we can say some problems are to be detected for us with that material. So we are developing the new chart. It will be possible for us, and this type of technique we are considering when the quality is not be appropriated. Okay, so find out the quality of the material. If the quality of material is to everything is fine, then it will go to the final part completed. So that's why we can say that during the edification we can say the part is to be completed by adding the material. Okay, so this all other processing, the we can say that the workflow of the rapid prototyping is to be considered before manufacturing. That we have to create first of all the CAD model for us. After the CAD model, you have to design that this model will be creating by the this software, and these are the applications very needed for us. And after, if you are not certified with that particular software, you will transfer to the other software and move and make same design with another child. Check with the analysis or check the data as compared to the different type of software. So if you what type of software you are suitable for us, you have to certify for manufacturing. So you will select for the water workflow of continuously as per the design or as per the requirement of the customer. So there are some first model, that is the CAD model creation. It is most important to first of all, that is the first the product object to be built in a moderated model. You modeled using a computer aided design software package. So first of all, you have to create some software design package you created. That's why we have to understand computer aided design or a software package. What type of software you are using for that? There is a licensed software, or any other pirated software. So what type of software you are using for that version? What type of versions you are selected for making this type of product? So there are the different types of things to be calculated for maintaining the quality of the workpiece and to create a new design model and innovative model. So you have to select first. Second is the solid moly dealers and such as the pro engineer, and lead to represent the 3D object more accurately than the wireframe and modelers such as the AutoCAD, and will be there for the yield better results. So what are different type of making the design software? That is the first is AutoCAD software. If you are not certified with AutoCAD software, then you will prepare the Pro software. Pro software, if there is some limitation, then it will be fulfilled by the SolidWorks software. And after the design to be made in such software, it will be transferred for to the checking the analysis portion. It will transfer for the ANSYS software or any origin software for us to check the analysis or check the thermal analysis or stress analysis, like any type, what type of analysis you want to do, perform on that particular product. It will be done by the some software which are using for that analysis purpose. Okay, so after all this type of all this type of problem, you will select for that. That is to be using for us to maintain the quality of surface. Now, after that, this process is identically for all the rapid prototyping building techniques. So this process will be follow all the type of what type of processes you want to select. You have to select all the type of processing for us, and having the benefits, having the providing the good type of, or we can say new type of technology will be adopted for us to maintain the product quality by the manufacturing of a rapid prototyping. Okay, technique. Second one is the conversion to steel. We consider to STL format, that is to be designed as by the STL format. Whenever you save the file or to have to convert the file, that is to be conversion is the STL format as we required. Okay, now that is to establish the consistency. The STL format has been adopted. So required as the standard of the rapid prototyping industry. Second is it a step. The second step is to therefore is to be convert the CAD file into the STL format. So it will conversion be required for it because STL format is used for the rapid prototyping technique. And this format represent a three-dimensional surface as an assembly of a planar triangle. So they are the different type of assembly. There are different type of triangles are to be created used for that. Okay. Now that is a STL file and using the planar the elements they cannot represent the curved surface exactly. And increasing the number of triangle and improve the approximation. These are the some benefits will be providing to us to maintain the quality surfacing like this. So that's why we can say the STL file uses the planar element and they cannot be represented for the curved or the exactly. So increasing the number of triangle, increasing the number of the approximations like this. So this all the benefits we are get by the STL format. And STL format is that is a very popular for us to maintain the quality. So there is a requirement of the conversion because every file have to be some different format as standard format for saving. So if you are make any design for the AutoCAD, you have to save the file for the STL format, which is a must required for maintain the quality of the product by the rapid mode typing process. So these are the some reason for why it is selected for us. As you did, that is an example we have set for the STL format. That is this figure shows a typical example of STL model that is which is composed of the triangle, and each triangle is described by unit normal vector direction and therefore the point representing the vector of the triangle. So that is we can say that you can say there are three type of triangle that is having the point V1, V2, or the V3s that is V1, V1 that is the point all are considered to be X1, Y1 or Z1. In V2 we are considering the point that is X2, Y2 and Z2, and similarly that is V3 considering the three point that is X3, Y3, Z3. And N is the number where you can increase in the V number and having that particular similarity corresponding value that the X and Y and Zn. So what type of design you have to create by the making some triangle or making some unit for representing by the diagram, it will be designed for us to maintain this quality. That is a slice the steel file. That is a slice the steel file. That means the in the three step a pre-processing program prepare the STL file to be developed. Okay, there's a third step. This is the for the pre-processing program where the STL file is to be need to be developed. After that, you will able to make the prototype very completely. Second is the pre-processing software slice the STL model into a number of layer that is from the 0.01 mm to 0.7 mm, okay, thickness. So depending upon the build technique, so what type of technique we are building for us to maintain this. So these are the reason for that. Third one, that is we can say the programs used that is may also be generated an auxiliary structure to support the model during that build, and support are usually for a dedicated or delicate structures features such as to be overhanging internal cavities and then walled functions to be generated. So these all are the some reasons why I have to select it for the slice to be conversion of the STL file. So that time in the third process we have to save the file by CAD software to the STL software, which is most required, and even having the some range for the number of layer to be used for that. It is 0.1 mm to 0.7 mm is to be required for. Okay, so these are depending upon the building technique with what type of technique we adopted for building. What if the larger the number of size, that means larger the number of layers are to be considered. Smaller the number of size of the file, that is the smaller number of file to be considered. So depend upon the file data and the file structure, what and file design, what how will the file will be designed with software. That is AutoCAD software, Pro software, CAD software. There are different types of software depending upon the particular software. How we can create a design by STL to be saved by the depending upon the number of layers to be present in the existing file, or we can say we can edit the new extension by increase the quality or by adapting the quality of the material. Okay, so these are why we can select that these are the reason of why slice to be converting the STL file. As you know that this is a diagram that is the desired part of a model geometry is complete by the software, and if we do not support any overhanging area or the part may be feel that a peel away that of the images that pull the model that is to be used for operation, but it not be supported by any hours of overhanging or supporters. So this happen like this. A layer will be distributed, or layer will be out from that if single layer. So these are some desired layer of geometry we want to make this model, but we are not using the support. So this type of problem will be reduced by the and during the manufacturing if it is to be considered for that. So these are the reason for us. Okay. Next, that is, you can say fourth layer, that is layers by layer the constructions. The fourth step is actually the construction of a part of required. It is to be layer by layers to be construction is required for for maintain the quality of the part. Next one, that is the rapid prototyping build one layer at a time from the polymer, paper or powder metal. So what type of layer you have to adapt it, you have to select for the reason. Most machines are fairly autonomous, needed little human intervention. So what are the reasons you have to select that is layer by layer construction to be needed? The last one, that is a clean and the finishing, that is the first step is post processing. This involve the removing the prototype from the machine and the detecting by any support. Second is some photosensitive material need to be fully cured before using. And the prototype may also be require minor cleaning and the surface treatment for us. Sanding the cleaning and the other and the painting the model while improving the appearance and the durability. So these are the reasons why we are using powders, and that is the cleaning and the finishing is the final part that to be using for maintain the quality of the to check the quality of the product before selling. So at the end of the lecture, I'm just asking for you some multiple choice questions based on rapid prototyping. The first question, which is that from the following, the alternative name of rapid prototyping is the options are additive manufacturing, layer manufacturing, direct CAD manufacturing, and all of the above for us. So the answer D, answer that is a D is all, or the answer is corrected for this. If anyone asks in the competitive exam, that is the rapid prototyping, what the alternative name of prototyping, so we will people also that additive prototyping, layer manufacturing, and direct CAD manufacturing is all are the alternate name of the rapid prototyping is correct. Second is which of the following is not the liquid-based rapid prototyping system. So the first is stereolithography, the apparatuses SLA, laminated object manufacturing LOM, solid ground curing SGC, and solid object ultraviolet laser printed that is SOUP. So what is the correct answer? That is the A. We can say that not, that is B is the correct answer for us. That is laminated object manufacturing is not a liquid-based prototyping system. Third question is which of the following is not subtractive process, that is milling, stereolithography, sewing, and electric discharge machine. So the answer that is the B is correct for that. That is the electric discharge machine is the answer for us. Fourth question, that is we choose the correct sequence to generate the prototyping. So sequence that is first is A, that is 3D correct CAD data, CAD solid model, STL file or rapid prototyping protocol. Second is the CAD solid model, 3D CAD data, RP prototype, STL file. Third is the 3D CAD data, solid model, and rapid prototyping. And the 3D CAD data, STL file, CAD data, and rapid prototyping. The answer that is A is correct for us. What is the full form of STL? That is the options are A is a straight line lithography, B is stereolithography, C stereo, that is the lithography, and D is the straight lithography. So the answer C is the correct for us. That is stereolithography is the answer for us. Sixth question, that is which is the what is the full name of SLS? Select options are selective laser simulator, B is sintering laser simulator, C is selective laser simulator staining, and this is stereography laser sintering. That is the C is the correct answer for us. It is selective laser staining is the answer for us. Seven, that is a processor of the converting STL file model into a layer of is called dash in RP. It is a chopping, slicing, cutting, or trimming. So the cut that is the B is the slicing is the correct answer for this question. And that eighth question, that is which of the following aspect is mainly concerned with the modeling with the final shape around the basic skeleton. It is the functional aspect, operational aspect, aesthetic aspect, and none of the is. So these are the option, and the correct answer that is C. That is the aesthetic aspect is the correct answer for us. Ninth question, that is the STL file translate the part geometry from a CAD system to options are CNC machine, CMM machine, RP machine, CAPP machine. So what is the answer? That is a C, that is rapid prototyping machine is the answer for the SAM. And the 10th and last question, that is in the process dash process one start with a single block of solid material larger than the file size of the desired object and the material is removed until the desired shape is reached. The options are A, subtractive process, additive process, formatting process, and all of the above. So the correct answer, that is A, that is subtractive process is the answer for us. So at the end of this lecture, I am just asking to recommend some book, that is a lecture series of manufacturing technology by principal of manufacturing by James Campbell from the Tata McGill publishers. And second is manufacturing technology, foundry, forming, welding by M.G. Rao, Tata McGill publisher. Third is the production engineering science by P.C. Pardon, C.K. Singh, Standard publisher. And fourth is manufacturing technology, R.K. Rajput by Lakshmi publication. And the fifth is manufacturing technology by P.N. Rao by Tata McGill publisher. So I hope you enjoy this video. If you doubt any query, you will be asked to me on my email ID, that is amit.tiwari@mycanada.com, and you will be drop me a mail on my email ID, also from Samjis, and contact to me mobile number 8690319448. So I hope you enjoy this video. Thank you so much for listening patiently. Thank you.